Let's roll. I ain't the driver, the one in the back. Feeling like Crosby, I'm turned to the max. You with, he ain't talking about nothing. Ain't ballin', babe, he can't afford a bag. These little broke ass right in the past. I come with more than half. I need my sack, rush it. You want me racks, rush it. Dress all black, rush it. So many hits, thought I had concussion. I need my sack, rush it. You want me racks, rush it. Dress all black, rush it. So many hits, thought I had concussion. Buckets. Let's roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Rush. It's your boy, Maxx Crosby in the building. I got my brother with me, Brogan Rollback, Darian Terrell. He is not here with us today, but you are in our wishes and thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
He's
safe and sound,
great.
by the way.
Everything's fine, but he's not here today. But we have a very special guest today. Mr. 121.5 so far. This man is a walking Hall of Famer, still active in the league, a mentor to me, one of the baddest dudes to play football in the last 15 years. Dude has inspired me in many ways. We have the one and only, the legendary Cam Jordan in the building today.
Yo.
Here.
Hey.
Welcome to the pod, brother. How's Vegas treating you?
Vegas has been good. Vegas has been really good. Sack Summit, every year I get more and more excited for how we've grown this thing the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I think it's becoming epic. It was something that guys can really look forward to. I know I do. I think that, when you think about the work that we get done, just talking mentality, I love to hear it. I love the addition of like Brian Baldinger and the way he breaks down pass rushes. And beyond that, table's been really good to me. So.
Yeah. You're up. You're up.
Up in Vegas, like actually up. That
Actually
means you
up.
really win.
And at this place, I swear, I just said this last night to someone. I don't think I've ever been in the green here. I feel like I get up in the green and then I get a little greedy.
I've
and then
never
I
played
lose.
here, so
This is
all
good.
all I know is wins.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's like Jameis. You can start eating them dubs.
If that's what it takes to win, I'll be at the table.
Big dubs.
Right,
Big dubs.
Big dubs.
No, the energy's high, though.
Yeah.
Energy's been elite. We
Yeah.
were at this place last night. Obviously, shout out to 8 Lounge as well. Giuseppe, our incredible friend / owner of this place. Dude's incredible. But yeah, it's been a hell of a time so far. It's a little adjustment, doing the Wednesday to Friday. I was like, okay, how's this gonna go?
Right.
And I really think it's been better than last year, without a doubt.
Yeah, schedules better.
Yeah.
I think as we're learning and growing, that's usually what happens. You make improvements.
100%. 100%. So what's next for you, bro?
Uh,
Talk to the people. I know you've been in the league for such a long time.
Shoot,
You're
me.
still playing at a high level. You got the light helmet now.
Right.
You could plug them if you want.
I'll say light helmet, got a little gladiator action
little
of whatever the new
gladiator.
model
Yeah.
is.
Hell yeah. So where's your mindset at now? You're towards.
Man, I just got a fire face mask. That's where my mindset's at. I'm finally
guys
up to Maxx
both.
Crosby standards, bro. Like,
Come on, bro.
What does yours
Everything
look like?
matters.
I don't know, bro. Like I designed it. I threw some zigzags in there, little
it.
triangle jumps.
All right.
Like, just having fun with it. But at the same time, hey man, I'm focused on this year. I'm like, how can I help my team grow? How can I help these quarterbacks develop at a rapid pace?
Yep.
I'm going from Drew Brees, the GOAT, to a myriad of different quarterbacks. You're just trying to find consistency. We finally drafted a kid. We hadn't drafted a first or second round quarterback since Archie Manning. So
Damn.
19, what is that, 70-something, 80-something?
Yeah.
That's some time.
Right. So then you think, well, it hasn't been a first round quarterback since then, but a second round, like we ain't drafted a second round.
That's actually crazy.
We had a couple thirds, couple fourths, couple fifths, 6, 7s, undrafted. But
And you guys kind of need, if you have a good quarterback in that division, not even
You have a
saying anything
chance.
about that division, but if you have a good quarterback, you could really make a run.
run at things.
Yes.
100%.
I mean, at a time, it was like you had league MVPs in the division, and MVP Matt Ryan, MVP Cam
Yep.
Newton, Drew
And they were always
Brees.
at the top whenever
Right,
they had.
Brady.
stacked. Yeah,
That's crazy,
Tom
though.
Brady entered the chat and was like, "All right, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it's like, all right, we got Baker Mayfield. All right, he's I think he's a mental dog. Like,
Yeah.
mentality wise, he's a dog.
Yep.
I think you look at Kirko Chains last year. Like, you can win with him. They got Michael Penix over there, but it's like it's not anything that you can't overcome.
For sure.
I know Bryce Young showed some talent last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
came
Took a
on in a
big
strong
step.
way, right?
Yep.
Big step.
Yeah.
So I I think in our division, you're right. Like if you have a quarterback, you have consistency, somebody who can step in, you can take the division. We don't. Yeah, it's not like the your division where you facing
all
Pat
great
Mahomes,
quarterbacks.
Justin.
Herbert.
Wait. Let's not do that. Like there's
did you
Pat
just say?
Mahomes.
I said all great quarterbacks.
There's Pat Mahomes, and then
Yeah,
there's
he's on a
What
different.
are you saying over there?
He said all the great quarterbacks. Okay, there's the Ravens.
Yeah, for sure.
There's Joe Burrow. Like there's a division that has a lot of great quarterbacks.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, I feel.
I feel like they might be the most stacked division though when it comes to
No,
quarterback.
NFC
Oh,
North.
yeah, Bo Nix had a really good rookie year.
Right, Bo
We
Nix
got
had a great
Geno
one.
now.
Yeah.
Geno's a super.
Sean
underrated
Payton,
guy.
which
Right.
he played underneath
Absolutely.
obviously for. So there's no surprise, I'm sure, with you when you see
It
the
is.
offense like
Sean
that.
Payton never drafted a first round quarterback, and then he goes to Denver for 2 years. And like, first round
We
quarterback.
need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
He probably loved Drew Brees, though. Respecting.
I don't know because technically he said he really liked Pat Mahomes, right? Remember?
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, I would have drafted Pat Mahomes, but if somebody else moved up and got him, whatever it is." He was like, "Yo, I liked Lamar, but didn't
Yeah.
pull trigger."
Yeah.
All I heard was coulda, woulda, shouldas,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm in the mode of like, damn, I wish we could have,
Yeah.
would have,
Yeah, for sure.
No, I mean, I think you always want to get an heir apparent, just in case.
Just in
Smart.
case.
Yeah, the smart way is what the Green Bay Packers have done the last 25
I was
years.
just gonna say
Aaron Rodgers, like you go, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers has to sit for like 3-4 years.
Yep.
Boom, he plug and play. Jordan Love sits for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Plug and play.
And I feel like if you actually have good communication from a front office to your star quarterback, like if they like Packers, for example,
Yeah.
they probably should have had a conversation with Aaron and still did what they did. Or you roll the dice and you say this guy's gonna be pissed for a week or two, and
Right.
then we'll figure it out, right? But yeah, I feel like if you have that constant communication, nobody plays forever. So everybody should have an understanding that you got to be looking in the future to build your team. Like if Drew Brees retires, he's got to have that understanding as an adult, to be like, yeah, I get it. There's life after me here for this organization. You know, what I mean?
Preferably, please, thanks.
Preferably,
Look
yeah.
out for your boys.
Yeah. Well, you're there forever. You're going through like.
Yeah, but how many other defensive ends have I can't say raised, that sounds wild. But just like, how many guys do you give, you give all your knowledge to, right? Like whether that's Al-Qadim Muhammad who came in some years back, Marcus Davenport, Peyton Turner, like you're literally just trying to help your defensive ends be as best as they are. Trey Hendrickson, whoever comes through, you're just giving knowledge. You're like, yo, bro, like I want you to take my spot.
Yeah.
Like come earn it.
Yeah.
But you got to earn it. Now, granted, there's always gonna be situations like sometimes they just turn the page.
You're right.
Like, all right, well, we gotta pivot. Great, let me know.
Yeah.
But have that conversation.
For sure.
yeah.
And now you got two young bulls in there.
Yeah, you got
Correct.
Chase Young one side, Carl Grandison the other.
Yeah.
Two super young.
Carl,
They're not even super
guy.
young. Shoot, what are they, like 7 years in the
I
league?
was gonna say,
Yeah.
Carl came in with me, so he's going into year 7.
Right.
Chase is,
Chase
I
is
think,
6?
5. Yeah, 5 or 6, something like that. Oh, he might be 6.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, so he's got to be.
Damn, time
I was talking
flies,
more
bro.
quarterback, but yes.
I wasn't talking quarterback.
I was talking pass. Yeah, you're around 2.
I just don't know. I don't know where I'm going with it. I got Tyler Shuck, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Hayner. That's a 2nd round, 3rd round, and a 4th round pick quarterback in 3 successive years.
Yeah.
But also,
I
how
wonder-
are we lean into it?
Yeah,
That's got to be weird too, because the quarterback position, obviously, how important it is and how hard it is. Having no veteran
Nah.
leadership in there
Presence is
seems
tough.
weird.
It's surprising maybe, but it's not weird because you also have a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Like, we go into training camp and we saw flashes of Spencer Rattler last year in the game, right?
Yep.
So we know what hope looks like, and that boy out there spinning that
He
thing.
can sling it, bro.
Yeah. So, love to see where we go with live bullets. Everybody looks great on 707.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, how you feel
OTA
about Tyler
Warriors,
Shuck?
yeah.
Shit, he's spinning that thing. Like, without a Maxx Crosby in the face or without, offensive lineman moving, whatever it is. Yeah, he looks elite.
Yes.
Spencer
Yeah,
Rattler
facts.
looks like a top 5
Yeah.
without, verse
Yeah,
7.
shorts
So
and t-shirt.
He cutting it up.
Yeah.
But again, shorts, t-shirts, that's not how you win games. This
No.
ain't flag football.
For
That's
sure.
facts. I was gonna ask you too, like, not pivoting, but just kind of in that realm of the Saints and all the guys that you've been around and so many young, talented dudes. Who's been the one guy, like D-line wise, who's impressed you the most? Like just being a teammate, you're like, this motherfucker's a worker. He's a workhorse. He's different. He's a savage on the field. Like,
Over all
who's that
time or right
one-
now?
Just all time that you've been around.
Man, you remember Akeem Hicks?
Dog.
And we let him go for like change. I'm not
Nothing.
Even, I have no idea what we got out of it, and
Bro.
so I don't want to downplay it. But it might have been Human Numumue, our tight end. He was a cool dude, but
Yeah.
like we missed out on the Pro Bowl D tackle.
Yeah.
He was an all-pro at one
Right,
point.
that's what I'm saying. Like
he
he
was
was
an animal.
What, do you go to the Bears, or
He
was
was headed
that
towards
before?
being an All-Pro Pro Bowler, and we traded him for a good guy,
Yeah.
and probably a pick or so. But
Yeah.
like that's
It's crazy.
All-Pro Pro Bowl D tackle.
I-
6'5", 345 pounds.
Bro, what do you go to the Bears after that or before
No,
that?
he went to Patriots first, and then went to the Bears,
Patriots,
and then
then
went to Tampa.
Bears.
But
Okay.
yeah.
Kind of touch on that. I mean, Akeem Hicks, big shout out to Akeem Hicks. Dude's an absolute savage. He was one of the most
Absolute.
entertaining dudes to watch.
Talking,
interior to watch.
talking regular,
talking his shit,
and like
he
one of
was-
those war pigs, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you can hear him grunting through the pain.
No,
like he'll split double team.
I
Like,
just watched
what?
I just watched Arden Key's workout video. He was doing the same thing. Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen that jump.
It's like a dirt bike, bro.
Yeah, dirt bike. But yeah, Akeem Hicks. So at that time, though, you guys had Robbo,
Yeah,
correct? Rob Ryan.
yeah.
What was your experience with him? Because he was my coach when Chandler came in. Robbo came in, and he was our outside linebacker coach, and he was one of the funniest, dopest coaches I've ever had. Kind of give me your best Robbo story.
Man, ain't no way, bro. Like so, my first 5 years in the league, I had 4 defensive coordinators. So Rob came. I had Greg Williams, who they won a Super Bowl with.
Yeah.
I can't even
The
say
second
that.
year, I
think
had
you
Steve
can.
Spagnuolo, Steve Spags.
Yeah, Spags legit.
And so
yeah.
you know now he's like a great DC over at KC, winning
Yeah.
championships. Yeah, we were ranked the worst.
The worst. I
in
remember-
NFL
yeah,
history.
I
And then
remember that.
Rob Ryan came in. We had a hell of a year, and then like a weird year where it was like DA came in. We had like a
D coordinator.
D coordinator
Yeah,
situation.
That never worked.
Yeah,
Never
but
worked.
man, come on, you know Rob, you know, as a D coordinator, he comes in, hair flowing, big
He's a
belly,
vibe.
just man,
Hell
just
yeah.
a super vibe. Like you know,
You
like
see him at USC right now?
is that where he's at now?
Yeah.
USC, yeah. Trojans.
Dude, you should see his press conferences. When you're done, you should look at him. He's coming in like full-blown outfits and
Bro,
shit.
coming
he's giving
in
everybody
hot.
nicknames. Did you get a nickname?
I had so many damn nicknames. I don't even remember all of them, to be honest. He was one of those people that like, you talk about hype man. Like,
Hype man.
He would come up in front of the room and he would just make you feel better about yourself.
No doubt.
Every single guy he's hyping up. This is the best DN I've ever seen in my life. This is the best linebacker in the league, talking about Spillane. Like, but it just gets you in that mood. Like, they would have him talk at least once a week.
Why not?
He was like a
Why not?
senior assistant for us. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And like, he came in and he's the team hype man. And you need that guy. You know what I mean? Because
Bro,
like,
I'll say he comes in with the like some wavy hair, and he's like, "Hey, you know what we're gonna do? You know we're gonna let you know my guy Keenan Lewis was like, he's West Bank. We're gonna let West Bank do what West Bank does best. He locks them up. They don't no matter where. We know if he goes to West Bank, he don't come out.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, okay, lit. You're like, you know, hey, we got great white shark. That was me. He's like, we got great white shark.
White
You
shark.
know what I'm saying? Hey, you got great white shark. You know what great white sharks do? They hunt. They hunt. They have blood in the water. They hunt. I'm like, he just hypes you up.
I love it.
Akeem Hicks was like, it was some nickname he didn't like. He's like, nah, I'm not fooling with it. He's like, all right.
all right, next
All right.
one.
He
like, just move on the
Hey,
list.
like, all right. Names everybody comes back. He's like, you know what? We got Godzilla here. I was like, so all I had to do was say I don't like it. I would have got an even better nickname. Like,
Godzilla's tough.
Yes.
like,
Godzilla's
Godzilla, like
tough.
he's like big Gojira out here. And I'm like, I was like, hey, that's wild.
Yeah,
And then,
facts. That is wild.
you know what I'm saying?
insane.
But like just hyping everybody all the way up. Like you just
It's nice though because so many coaches try to change people or make them try to. I
Bro,
feel like walk on eggshells, and that's dope to have a coach like that.
Yeah.
Bro, he
As a
fully,
DC,
he was
you
like,
need veterans though. Like you can't like the,
Oh, yeah.
the year we were rocking.
Yeah.
Like we were tops of the league in almost all the categories, whatever it was.
Yeah.
We had all veterans, and then they like
Yeah.
guys went to go get paid, go get shipped off, whatever. It was
Yep.
like 2 vets left, but
Yeah.
you have all the young kids. Young kids don't know how to operate under a Rob Ryan.
no.
Like you can't have
They're
like
so
hey
feeling
looking for
themselves.
all right, but technically what do I need to do? He's not here for that. Rob's like, what do you do best? Spin it. Like I can work with what
Yeah.
you bring to the table.
For sure.
And for kids, like you know what I'm saying, like a rookie second year player, he's like, what do I do best?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure it out, and he's like, "Go cook that motherfucker."
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
Got
and they're
you,
like,
coach.
they're like, so C
Anytime.
gap, B gap, hey, go win. And you're like,
Go.
like you know, so it didn't work out that well. So in that third year in, we
Yeah.
had DA Rob Ryan situation.
Yeah,
Mug,
that's tough.
Mug came in one day. Was like, he's like, I don't think I'm fired, but nobody's told me shit. But I think I saw it. Like we all saw it on
Feels
ticker, bro.
different.
Like it was. He
Yeah.
still came to work, and we were just like, this is so awkward.
So
Yeah.
And like felt bad because I was like, Rob's my guy.
Bro, the best.
Isn't that crazy how news or the shit just gets leaked halftime before people even know?
Before coaches know, bro. We had traded Akeem Hicks. We were in a D line meeting room, bro. Like.
Fuck.
Like
That's-
this is my dog.
talk
We
about
were
awkward.
bleeding and winning with for the last like 2-3 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like 3 years in, and it was like halfway through the season, he doesn't know shit. We don't know shit. D line coach Bill Johnson is out like literally just going through film, and next thing you know, it was like Buddy came in, hey King Reaper came in, King, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
And we didn't hear anything from him, bro. The next day, like oh, he had to get his shit and go. He got traded immediately. Like I think he played maybe that week. It might have been a Wednesday, bro. Like we're thinking run install for the week.
Yeah.
He got traded, so he didn't talk to nobody for a smooth like 6 months. It was like him against the world type shit.
100%.
I don't blame
I would
him.
be.
Like
That's
my
crazy,
my
bro.
D-line coach to this day was like, tell Akeem I had nothing to do with this. I said, no, Big Petty ain't gonna call you back, big fella.
Fuck,
Hey,
fuck no. That's
it's crazy.
bro. I remember watching y'all's film because Robbo would show it all the time. He
Yeah.
would show the throwbacks. And I'm looking at the D-line. I'm like, I didn't even know. Like, I was young when, I mean, I
think
don't want
we
to make you
anchored the
sound old.
heaviest D-line in
but
the
y'all
league,
were,
bro.
Yeah, bro. You were huge. And, like, Akeem Hicks is in the mix. I'm like, y'all had Akeem Hicks? It didn't even cross my brain. I'm like, my whole memory of Akeem Hicks is him in Chicago.
Yeah, same
Right.
Like,
here.
because when Khalil went there, they were fucking murdering people.
Yeah.
Bro.
But seeing him on film as a young dude, I'm like, oh
Monster
my god,
cats.
you,
And, like-
you can't
like
y'all
all
had
power
dudes.
and like you can't stop it type
Just
power.
bully ball
For
Yeah,
sure.
They
Yeah.
couldn't do shit.
Like what Vita Vea is, just think,
Bro, Vita Vea.
Just 4 of them on the line.
like you know what I'm doing? I'm moving you. Yeah, you are.
100%.
You
Vince
are.
You
Wilfork.
can't do shit about it.
Bro,
Yeah.
but explosive though.
Yes,
like
for sure.
Vince was like
Just
Just a
I'm
war
grab you,
pig,
throw
bro.
you.
100%. Dexter Lawrence.
exactly
another one.
sexy Dexy.
Savage.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
another one.
bro.
He just moves
Big dancing
people and
bear.
they can't do shit.
He is. People shouldn't be built the way like that.
No, he's a freak of nature.
Freak of
No.
nature.
Do you think you're the biggest DN in the league?
I used to be. I'm not anymore. There's guys that are like 299 now. Like last year I played at regular defensive end weight,
What'd you play at?
like 75,
That's
73.
pretty damn. That's still big though.
That's what, but it's like, yeah, but you get 85 guys. You know what I'm saying? Like normally,
Yeah.
like younger me, like the first couple years, I for sure was the heaviest defensive end. I was like 290.
Yeah.
290, like 285, 290. So at the end of the season, now I'm like 300. Like
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, it is
Hey,
what
during
it
the end of the season,
You know
like
how to do it.
whether you're winning, you're eating, you're drinking, you're
100%
living.
good time.
You
I
look
feel
at
like
the
it's
scale,
hard
you're
to
like,
keep
you're
it
not,
on.
You're not even looking at the scale no more. Like when the coach stops clocking weigh-ins, you're winning. You're in a good
100%.
You're 13-3. You're
Yeah.
whatever it is, 12-5.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say Jank was on that
Yeah,
D-line
so
too.
that's what I'm saying, bro. We
So
were
you
the
had
heaviest D line. It was
Jank,
I was
the
like
biggest
290.
D-line.
I was like,
heaviest?
I was like
Big Jenkins,
287.
remember,
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah, bro, I was like 290 on the left side. I was left end. Akeem was like, I'm gonna be kind about this and call him 335.
Okay.
Right.
Minimum.
Right.
Minimum.
John Jenkins was probably 340. Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of respect. These
Yeah,
are
yeah.
program numbers.
These are my guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then on the other
Love
side, I
you,
think
John.
like our smallest guy was Junior Gillette, who was like 255, 260.
Oh yeah, Junior.
And he was
Gillette
super,
on the- he was
super explosive, freak
Damn.
athlete. You
Really
know,
crazy spin move,
Crazy,
cross shot.
yeah.
He had some shit.
bro.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
That's
like,
crazy. I'm gonna butcher this because I don't know his name, but don't you guys have a D tackle? Is he a light skin or a white dude? He's pretty straight.
Brian Brzee.
Yeah.
Definitely a white dude.
Definitely a white dude.
Definitely a white
he
dude.
says.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But hey, look, he would definitely take that like light skin as a compliment.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
gonna take
that's
this
like-
clip.
You know,
off.
hey, 'cause, hey, you know them. Boys be thinking they're cute and shit. Like,
Light
I'm
skin.
like, bro, like, what are you doing? You're 6'6", you big ass baby. Yeah, that's my dog. That's my man's 100
love
grand.
that.
Hell yeah.
And for some reason, like you got like favorite D linemen
Yeah.
every year. And normally DNs hang out with DNs, but one of your guys is definitely D tackle.
Yep.
Bro, I've had great teammates throughout. Like I couldn't tell you who I don't love about my D line. Bro, like Brian Brzie's my dog.
What about
That's a
Michael
dog.
Thomas?
That's my dog.
Okay.
If
Just
Mike,
curious.
Michael Thomas, we're good. If he burns the world down, I know I'm still living in it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
hey,
You're good.
Yeah, we're like that's my dog. My man,
You ever seen Billy Madison?
he's uncut.
Yes. You ever seen Billy
Yeah,
Madison?
he don't give a fuck.
No,
With
he's,
Adam
he'll tell
Sandler?
you, but you know where you stand with him at all times.
Yeah, you
gotta
Have I seen
respect
Billy
him.
Madison?
It's like when
Look
he
here,
calls
you
that
ni-
guy
you
and he ends up
90s
coming
baby.
in,
I'm not
he's
trying
like,
to hear
I'm
that
glad I
shit.
called that guy. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. How's it been? How's Carl been? Carl was my guy. We trained at Exos together in Phoenix.
You
so-
know, Carl, bro. Like all he really
all
wants to
time.
do is work out, bro. Like so he works out, but he gonna act like he want to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Like he be like, no, I got this content I'm creating. Bro, you've worked out twice today. Like you don't have to lie to me.
For sure.
Like it's cool. Like
You could tell he's been hanging around you too, bro. That motherfucker got big.
yeah,
He's
bro,
like 270 at least.
Yeah,
He
and
looks huge. Last
good
time I
big?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
solid, bro.
bro, think
But
about
when I
this.
was with him, he looked like a
he
baby
was
deer.
he was like 230 when he first came out.
It's like your come up.
was-
This dude came into college.
I
He was
was
like
skinny.
215,
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
the end.
Bro, Carl was a 185,
he was
125
185.
outside linebacker type.
Really?
And that's why he was at Wyoming.
In high school, he was 185 when he got to.
Coming off the edge with dreads, bro. Like,
He looked
Did we play
crazy.
him in college? Was he there when we played Wyoming?
Yeah, he was.
He was with Josh?
Yep.
Yep.
I think it was the first year.
When
I
we
don't know
played
about
there?
the second. It might have been the second year too.
Could have been the second year. I didn't. They had a dog safety.
They
though.
had dudes though. That Wyoming team had Granderson, Josh Allen
Allen.
at
The
quarterback,
safety,
Marcus Epps, who was my teammate, starting safety for us. The running back that he was in the league for a while. What's his name? Hill.
Yeah. Ashton Hill?
no, Zaza.
I'm kidding.
Ashton Hill.
It wasn't Xavier.
Brian Hill. I think it's Brian Hill.
Is it Xavier?
Ashton Hill's the dude.
He was so Ashton Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate him.
Oh, that's buddy that dips his face in water.
Yeah,
and just
sparkling
lost-
water.
Got
Yeah,
cooked in the race.
just got cooked in a race.
That's
Yes.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
I want to ask you
Crazy
something.
dudes.
The only reason I know about Ashton Hill is because I saw him running with DJ Khaled, and I was like, "What are we doing here?" I was
What's
like,
going on?
He's got to get his
We're
confidence
slow
back
moing
up.
this. I said, "Nobody asked for this."
No.
That's like the buff dude that like dances after he eats. Like, I don't want to see this.
Yeah, the
He's like
big
the
motherfucker.
He's robotic, low key. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, you need to relax.
We're like, we
Terry
get it. You
Crews
lift weights.
type
You're
shit.
stiff.
Tight
It
ass
Yeah,
pants.
100%.
Right?
Tight
He
ass
paints them
jeans.
on.
100%.
Yeah,
he
No
does.
pair of jeans that look normal on him.
No.
No.
I want to ask you though, bro.
After complete deviation. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, your career has been silly, obviously. 121 and a half sacks, like Max said. There's rare territory. I mean, what was the number they said last night? There's only 19 guys with over $100 million and 100 sacks in their career,
You're one of
which
them.
that's insane. But for you, man, I think you're absolute dog. I think everybody thinks that when they really watch the game. But I want to ask you if you ever feel like throughout your career, even now, if you ever get overlooked or you feel like you don't get the respect that you deserve.
Doesn't everybody always feel overlooked?
Yeah,
Bro, I'm not here to play small violins, bro. My life is so blessed. Like,
for sure.
could I've been like hella more Pro Bowls or hella more All Pros? And for sure, like I've seen like, and you look at it, you're like New Orleans, small market in terms of media attention, right? And that's low key what a Pro Bowl you sort of need as a Pro Bowl. Like you could be. My second year in the league, I was like, hell yeah, but I'm definitely getting a Pro Bowl this year. And I saw somebody go with like 4.5 or 5 sacks, and I was like, what are we doing? I was like, I'm shining.
Yeah.
And that's where you sort of realize, like, bro, it's okay to be okay with yourself. You know, like I've never like looked out like and been like, oh man, I want to be like, no, I don't want to be like him. Like my heroes growing up were like John Randall, Chris Doman type. When I got closer to the league, I was looking at Julius Peppers, but I never wanted to be them. I just like, man, like he's a dude. Like,
For sure.
yeah, you want to be at that tier.
of
I don't
guys.
like.
It's
If
different.
if I wake up in the morning, I was like, there's no one I'd rather be than me.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's, I joke around with my wife. I was like, she's like, I was like, that's why I really don't want, I want mirrors in the house. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, I get stuck sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
For real.
I love me.
Can't be making
Yeah.
a stop every
Man,
time I'm here
what?
going to dinner.
I'm the
mean-
same way though, bro.
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
mirror
what I'm
monkey. I am. It's real though. Like if you're not your own number one fan, you're never gonna get
Right.
where you want to go. Trust me, I feel that.
So like I look out, I'm like, I could have had hella Pro Bowls, but also, what if I had never had any Pro Bowls?
Yeah.
You got to be okay with you. But I love being able to say like, I am like in a complete defensive end. If you can insert me first, second, third, fourth, and 1, I'm here for all the shits and giggles. Like I'm like, yo, like, oh, it's fourth quarter. You need a closer. I'm him.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, you need first down and set the tone. Hey, these hands was meant to be put on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
I literally go to a training camp and I'm taking all these reps or whatever. Last year 14, I'm like, and everybody knows the saying, like, hey, bro, I brought these hands to work. Come on.
Yeah.
These hands is meant for this.
100%.
And then I go home and tell the wife, like, these hands is broke. I'm not here to
I
screw
can't
in-
help you with
Hey, I
nothing.
can't do
I'm like
dishes.
this.
I can't screw in a light bulb.
Nothing.
Like, but I'm willing to hire someone though.
Yeah.
Like I'm,
Hey,
I've
smart
done pretty
man.
well in my career. We just give them one.
You're a
call,
work
we're
smarter
good.
guy.
man.
I can appreciate
100%.
that.
I respect that too. Like I'm not doing handiwork around the house.
I wish I could, bro.
I
like,
wish I could too. I'm just.
I don't
not.
have. Yeah, like, hey, you need what? It's gonna take 4 hours to put this chair together. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna hire. And they're gonna put this thing together in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
know
you have
that.
the debate. Is it worth my time?
Yeah.
The answer is a resounding no.
Yeah,
100%.
resounding no.
I was gonna ask you this too. Like coming into the league, obviously you were 290 pushing 300 and shit. Like,
Damn.
Well, here's what he said.
Hey,
I mean, I'm
Font to get
using
to
his
287, fam. Like for the combine, like everybody tries to label you whatever, D tackle,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I'm like, no, I'm a defensive end. I was like, what makes? I was like, you got to be like 285 to be a defensive end. Like, ain't nobody going at 290 like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I starved myself for like the whole day and a half. Like everybody's worried about the meetings y'all have and like the tests, whatever. I've been able to talk shit all my life. Like I'm
For
good.
sure.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Like you want to do the test, whatever. I might have been the first joker out. I was like, defensive end's got to get like 22. I think I got like a 24 on the winter lick. I answered like 30 questions. I'm good. I'm out here. You can take more time if you want to. No, I'm good. Bench press. Hey, I just need to know what the mark is because
what do I need to hit?
I'm not going to get 40.
Yeah.
No.
So like if we're not going to wow you, like no, all right. Like I'm cool. I was like, hey, if you clear 20. 24, I might have racked it myself. Got strained out.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, like what time are you thinking like, what you gonna run? I was like, I don't know, what time do you think is a good time? They're like, man, if you get anything under a 4.9, I was like, hey, I was like, fam, I was like,
We're
sir,
good.
I was like, coach, we're good.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you say that? I was like, no.
I'll run one.
Yeah. I was like 4.9. Nah, we're good.
Yeah.
I went ahead and bet my dad. I was like, hey, dad. I was like, yo, what you think I'm running? He's like, man. He's like, you're quick, but you might run a 4.85. I was like, all right, say less. I was like, sub 4.7. I was like, for sub 4.7 unofficial, I need to trip out you.
Yeah.
And he was like, bet. Man, I ran a 4.69 unofficial. Hey, he texted me. He's like, so trip? I said, yeah, absolutely. And then somehow that 4.69 turns into like what, a 4.7 something, 4.75,
I don't know how that even works.
4.78, whatever it was. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
But you still got your trip because technically
Absolutely.
you're in the
you blew it out
guidelines.
the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like you got
100%.
to set your standards.
Yeah.
And so a lot like pass rushing, like you could be like, I would think one year, right? It was like I wasn't getting any sacks, whatever it was. I'm humming. I'm like, I'm there, hella knockdowns, hella hits. As a quarterback falling, he getting the ball out. I think like
it's
10
the
games in, I
worst.
might have had 2 sacks. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey fam, I ain't never had less than 7.5. I was like, this. I was like, we getting sort of tight.
Can you talk about that? Like your mindset, like what was going on in your head, like knowing
But
you
that's
were
the
trying
thing.
to.
Just because you get tight doesn't mean like you start missing sacks when you start getting hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're thirsty for shit, like it's like
Facts, bro.
it's literally like if you get too thirsty, you're gonna become dehydrated, bro. Like if you get, you're like, man, I gotta hit this quarterback. I gotta get this. I mean, I'm killing this offensive lineman here, but quarterback right there, bro. I've been peeling him. I was like, yo, I was like, bro, if the more anxious you get, the more anxiety you start to create on your own. For what?
Yeah.
Like you know the work you've put in. You know your craft, and they come in bunches. So,
come in
bro, I
bunches.
literally went from like 2 sacks, like 10 games in, finished the season with like 12.5.
I remember that. That was, what year was that? 22 maybe?
Yeah.
I remember that because I remember you played Tampa. That one of those
It
was
was going
Tampa. I remember
stupid.
watching that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had like 3 pieces, I think,
Yeah,
back to back
to
or some
back
shit
to
like
back to
that.
back. Give
That's how that happens.
me the player of the week, player of the month. Give me
I need
all that.
That's the beauty of pass rush, though. Like a lot of people don't realize. Like I think, in every great rusher has gone through it. Is like in your head, well, not in your head, but like you're killing people on film. You're murdering people, but for some reason, balls out, fucking. You don't know. It could be play design. For some reason, the quarterback's about to be on the ground, throws it out, and you just are not getting sacks. And I've been through it. But, like, every great rusher has to go through that stage because it's so real. And, like, it tests your mind more
You
than
catching
any,
all the chips. You
Bro,
catching all the little
everything.
bumps
You're
from the
like,
running back. You catching
losing your
slides
mind.
away. Like,
You just had to keep
double,
going,
triple
though.
teams.
Yeah, literally you
to.
just have to keep working.
You
But
have
that's just
to.
it. Being a complete defensive end, my the way I justify everything is like, all right, like if I'm not
Run
affecting
game.
the pass, which I am still good with all the pressure and stuff, but if I'm not getting the sacks, my run game has always been elite.
Killing people.
Right,
Yeah.
like so I'm gonna hold this edge down, and eventually shit's gonna start turning.
Yes.
Like so, that's like it's not like I'm not a one trick pony. All my eggs are in the basket.
Right.
I'm like, all right, well, I'm cool. Like I got hella TFLs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm stinging cats. It's like they still fear me. Like if it's pressures, and guys, you hear it every time. Like guys be like, man, I got hella pressures. Boy, nobody cares if all you doing is cracking an egg and you ain't made no omelet. Like
For sure.
That's real shit.
That is though.
That's real,
It is.
bro.
You're just getting there.
yeah, you're like
real.
if you're an almost guy and you finish your career with 3,000 pressures and 40 sacks, nobody cares about
Nobody
cares about your 3,000 pressures.
No, because when you Google, the only thing that's popping up is
40
those
sacks.
It's your
Yeah.
sack,
Yes.
your TFL, and your forced fumble.
Man,
That's it.
guys ain't even looking at tackles. Like, well,
Yeah,
like,
not even tackles
But you
either,
get like
yeah.
I probably got about 700 tackles.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been like, man, you won the feud that got over 700 tackles.
Yeah.
Nobody care about tackles.
Which
Yeah,
is weird. I
it's
feel like that
true.
shifted. If you were a linebacker, that's
If you're
what
a
they would
linebacker,
care.
you're getting
it's
quantified
different.
by 1,000 tackles.
Yes.
Did you meet the threshold?
Yes.
I'm sick in the head though. I want all the tackles.
Man, I want
I'm not
all
gonna
them
lie, I
joints.
want 100.
You
so
should,
bad.
though.
No,
in
for
the
sure.
season,
Yeah.
100 is crazy.
Yeah,
That
I've
is
been
crazy.
close. I've
Especially at
been
y'all
close.
position,
Bro,
100.
think about it, right, but they start running away from you. I literally
Yeah.
would start like I used to be primarily a left defensive end,
Yeah.
and then it became all right. Hey, they're run away from you. I have to start hunting.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got Trent Williams here. We want you to line up with them for what? That's not on my side.
Yeah.
but all right, say it. You're not gonna say it, but you're gonna say it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, they're running behind this guy. Cam, you got to go line up on him. He's a guard. Hey, that's their best. That's where they like to run.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I am like that, I guess. But God, I said
Got
you're
no
playing me out of
choice.
position because X
Yeah.
is just a pass rusher, or he can only
Yeah.
hold a B gap. He ain't doing whatever.
Doing
Yeah,
the dirty
well,
work.
I'm
That's what it's
doing all the
about.
dirty work.
All the dirty work. That's what I was gonna ask you too. Like, did you ever feel like coming to the league like they tried to pigeonhole you into being like a tweener? You know what I mean?
Not a
hey, you're
tweener. No,
290,
not a-
so you
not a
need to
tweener.
play inside. But you're
Yeah.
like, fuck that. I'm a DN.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
Not a tweener though. Like they try to pit. Like as soon as I got to the Saints, they're like, "Hey, we draft you to be a 4-eye,
Yeah.
3 technique." And I was like, "Hey, fam, like I can
No.
play it, but like, because I came from a 3-4 in college, but I was like, I don't.
Want to.
I'm like that on the edge. Like
Yeah.
I'm killing guys on the edge."
yeah.
And it was like, bro, my rookie year, I had 1 sack, but I was given 10% of the third downs at edge.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like no shot at edge. And I was like, bro, I was
Zero.
like, oh, I'm a first rounder. Like, bro, like you told me I'm coming in to take over. Like,
Yeah.
you looked at me in the eye. It was like, we like your product.
Yeah.
So love my product. All right. So I came in my second year with a hella big chip. I like slimmed down to like 285. I was like real 285.
There's no chance in
You
hell
know,
I'm going in the
Yeah.
inside
I was
now.
like, bro, like,
Yeah.
I'm
it-
not even gonna give you all the options.
not even giving me the option. So I was working, bro.
Yeah.
So I think my second year I had like 7.5 or 8.5 sacks, whatever that was. But it was like, I was like, if you give me a chance, I told Bill Johnson, I was like, you give me a chance. I was like, you'll never get your keys back.
Yeah.
Like you got your guys.
Yeah.
I was like, you give me a chance. He's like, well, you got to make hay, whatever it was. Bro, I had a 3-piece off Michael Vick when he was at Philadelphia my second year in the league.
Damn.
And I was like, y'all go from 1 sack to 3 sacks in a game. Well, stop playing with me.
Don't
Yeah.
play with
And
me.
then
I'm here now.
Yeah, and he's like, everybody was after the second year like, oh man, like if you could just get like 7, 8 sacks again, that'd be cool. I was like, no, I already did that.
Yeah.
I was like,
What's next?
I was like, 10 sacks is a good pass rusher.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to be a good pass rusher, you got to have 10 sacks at least once in your career.
For
When
sure.
guys, like if you've never hit 10 sacks in your career, you weren't a pass rusher. You were a really good guy though.
Yeah.
You were really
You're
good. You were a
great
really good
dude.
guy, but
For
pass
sure, good
rusher,
Good guy.
yeah,
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
territory.
It is. It
It's
is.
different territory.
I want to ask you, outside of obvious, I think the obvious answer is always Trent Williams.
Yeah.
But who are, for you, like some of the toughest matchup tackle-wise of
he's
guys
not.
in the
No,
NFL?
that's not the toughest matchup.
No?
You remember Tyron Smith?
Yes.
In his prime.
Tyron Smith's a problem.
Yeah,
Strongest hands on earth.
Trent is just trying to maul you.
Yeah.
He catches highlights because he's putting
Killing
body
people,
on cats,
burying
and
shit,
really he's
bro.
putting body on second level cats.
Yeah.
Where you, like
when they motioned him and shit
Right.
last year, was it last year, I think?
Like 2 years ago.
yeah, we're
That
here
shit
for the
was-
speed
that
of
was
power.
like
on,
damn
For
near-
sure.
hey,
That should be banned. Him
Yeah.
coming in motion, full speed.
nah,
every
let
year,
it rock.
fucking-
Hey,
Bro,
let it
that
rock.
shit-
Let it rock.
That's
He
your
was
that's
killing
your
this.
fault. Like I hate that we took out the corners being able to knock legs
Chop
out.
him up.
Yeah.
I agree, bro.
'Cause, bro,
That's
like-
bullshit. But
Yeah,
why
what are
can
they
the O-line
supposed to
chop
do?
him?
A 185-pound 4-3 corner is not supposed to take on
No.
a 340-pound.
That'd be like you going to a fight
That's
and
a
them just tying your
death
hands behind your back.
yeah.
It's a death
100
sentence.
man
Yeah,
versus
it's a death sentence.
it's not even 100 man versus gorilla. It's 1 man versus gorilla, and you're losing that battle 100% of the time.
dying.
Yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
I've never seen a corner beat an offensive lineman straight up.
Never.
Can you slip them? Sure, but you're not like, yeah, I'm setting this edge. No, you're not.
No, fuck
No,
no.
they're just folding.
Yeah.
It's not even fair.
It's not even fair.
No, it's
Yeah.
different.
Plus, what we talked about? Who did we talk about earlier? Penny Sewell. Penny Sewell's
yeah,
big
Penny Sewell's a
motherfucker.
beast. There's a lot of.
There is a lot of good.
Yeah, you guys have respect for offensive linemen. I don't.
No, I don't. I don't.
He don't.
Oh, fuck no.
You
I
be like,
do.
yeah, but you be like,
There's some
he's
good
a dog. I'm like, I don't know if he's a dog or not. He's just an offensive
I
lineman.
knew you were probably going to say that too when I asked
There's
about
like-
Yeah,
offensive
like,
There's
linemen. I knew you were
you're,
gonna already go
you're
there.
going for trigger words.
Yeah.
Offensive lineman, fat, slow.
Fuck them.
They're probably good people.
Okay, how are you with the offensive linemen on your team?
Love them. I love my guys.
Okay.
And the moment they leave, I'm like, POS.
Yeah,
You.
He's like, fuck you. I wasn't even cool with you anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't like you anyway.
Yeah,
fucker.
I'm glad you're over on that side. So now you get what you get in practice, you get in the games.
Yeah,
Catching this face mask.
that's real shit.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
real shit.
We talked about it really quick. I know we got to probably wrap up here. What time is it anyways?
Yeah,
Probably doing all right. Your dad, 6 Pro Bowls, right?
6.
8 for you.
Steve Jordan.
Steve Jordan.
Steve.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
what? Vikings Hall of Fame?
Vikings Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Vikings Ring of Honor's top 50 Vikings of all time.
Yeah.
Had like all the categories, most receptions, most yards, all that shit by a tight end until Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah.
Which, solid. You know,
Solid,
yeah.
that's.
And when something holds for that long, too,
You
were
have 15,
different,
20
right?
years. You were the tight end of your time, you know?
Yes.
So,
Is there a lot of competition there, though?
no. Of course not. He's a tight end. I would have whooped his ass. Like,
He wouldn't have blocked you, is what you're saying?
I'd be like dragged him through the mud.
Those pops.
And I was telling him that at like 17. I was like, you know, like, because he used to give me pass sets. He was one of my high school coaches. But we got into it one time on the sideline, and I'll never forget it. And I was like, all right, maybe I'm not him. Like,
He had you doubting yourself?
No. In fact, the opposite. Like, I think I just beat him in a 40. It was just like beat him playing basketball. My dad still works out 5 times a week, bro. Like, and he's 60 something.
Damn.
So, you know, we're in high school. You smelling yourself, right?
Yeah.
I'm like 15, 16 sacks deep on a 12-game season, right? Like going stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler High, going crazy.
Chandler High.
Me and Everson Griffin at the time and Prince Amukamara were like the top 3 Arizona guys, like going up for whatever that was, right? But so either way, I'm on the sideline, and he's like, dude, whatever this is, like this is how you beat this block. I got this. And he's like bugging me. Hey, you would have had this sack if you did this. And I think it's like a playoff game or whatever this is. I was like, fuck. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. I was like, dude, I got this shit. This shit is mine. I was like, do you not understand what I do to kids?
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally, like, not even like, I'm not talking to him. I'm like, I'm doing this shit. I was like, I'm putting this motherfucker on his back at least 5 times. Get the fuck out my face.
Yeah. You're just yelling out.
Hey, and like, as I'm saying it, I'm like this. Oh.
I might get swung out.
I was like, no, we're here. I was like, we're here. I was like, he's going to kill me.
This is
like,
it.
I don't even know a quarter. I don't know if we're up or down anymore. I'm literally like,
Yeah.
and he just like, he looks at me, right? Just like a, okay.
Like a wait till we get home look?
I have
or-
you have no idea. Like,
Yeah.
hey, like I'm in a fear factor.
He
I
might
think-
have actually been proud.
Bro, I had 2 sacks, like, and I'm like, I had like, it was like, you know, you're trying to make all these accolades. I had like 2 sacks, 5 TFLs, a couple batted balls, going crazy. And like at the end of the game, and I'm like, I'm literally like this. Everybody's celebrating. I'm like this. I go to my locker like I'm getting ready for war. I'm like, all right, fuck. Like I was like, yo, what can I hit Pops with? Like if he comes in with this combo, like he gonna whoop my ass. Like.
Just keep your head
Hey,
down,
bro,
get
I'm
in
literally,
the car,
I'm li-
awkwardly
I think
close
I think I
it.
started walking home, bro. Like I didn't like because he drove, so I'm like I'm not getting in his car.
Yes.
I'm like I think I'm literally headed to walk home, and he like get in the car. I was like, all right, cool. We normally like eat after the game after you win or whatever. Nah, bro, car is silent. We drive to the gate. Nothing said, bro. And we only live.
I was gonna say, do you live in those homes? You didn't live in the homes that were all surrounded the school, right there.
Pretty much,
Chandler?
like
Okay.
two blocks over is the house. Like it
yeah,
takes us 5 minutes to get from the house, like door to door.
Yeah, by the way, you guys have had so many big players come out of Chandler.
Absolutely.
Your football field kind of sucks.
Screw you. Hey, what are you talking about?
You got to get some turf or something. It might be too hot.
We
out
got
there.
it now. We got turf
Okay,
now.
okay.
Yeah, you're outdated.
I am.
Yeah, there's like the
Spend some
Cam
time.
Jordan Jump Center over there. Like check it out. Next
Okay.
I like that.
I like
Come on.
that.
I
Big
didn't
dog.
do it for my college, but my high school we like that.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
100%.
So either way, bro, we're in this car for like 5 minutes, hella silent, and dude, like my dad, he doesn't get like he's never been the physical one. My mom been beating my ass since I was like 6 months.
Yeah.
So there's this fear factor there. Pops is like the talk it out type guy.
Yeah.
And he looks at me. He's just like, hey, you know, I understand. You know, there's gonna be a point in time where you think you can win, but I'm letting you know now, like it'll be to the death. And I was like, bro, it was like some simple words, and I was like, understood. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Nice.
yes, sir.
You want a shot at the title?
Love you very much.
Love you so much, Dad.
love
You're a great guy.
you so much.
Love you, Dad.
I'm so I'm
Go in my room and lock the door.
Bro, no sorries, hey, no sorries, no nothing. Like it wasn't like
Real man conversation.
like real, like he's like, yo. So if you think you're there,
Yeah.
Run that.
let's check it out. And I was like, no, sir, not there. So like,
Yeah.
You got it.
Hey.
yeah, message loud and clear, bro. We never had an issue ever,
That's good though.
That's class.
He nipped it in the ass right away.
bro. Hey, like I was like, in my mind, I was like, nah, I could whoop my dad.
might be able to.
I was like, I outweigh him by probably 30 pounds. Like,
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm probably.
In high school, you thought that was the time?
Bro, I left high school 275. I'm not like you
Damn.
guys. Like, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Like,
That's true.
you guys had to like work up to that. Nah,
I had to
like,
eat.
I'm a big
You're
frame.
a big fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
I left
I'm
high
big
school,
fuck.
bro. Hey, I was
275 out of high school playing.
hey
D-End
running the
is
open
insane.
400.
Yeah, you're a demon.
Demon.
think-
We were just talking about that. I'm like, he's a machine.
Bro, my
Dude is
defensive
too
end
fucking big.
opposite me was Deion Jordan.
Oh, I played with Deion.
Exactly.
He was my rookie year. He
Bro.
was my 3-tech on third down.
Think about that.
Yes.
And so,
He
but he
went
was like
3
220
overall.
at the time, and Oregon went number 3 overall pick.
Yep.
Bro, so that's who I was like competing against. That was my like, dang, like we're in track. He's whooping my ass and everything.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm running like in high school. I was probably running a 4.5 or ran a 4.6. I'm fast
For sure.
But Deion's like galloping on cats. Like if I'm running sub 50 in the 400, he was dropping like 47s. I'm dropping like 49 9s, 49 8s. He's rolling.
That's probably good competition, though, for you.
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, we had some dogs, bro.
Yeah. You
You
don't
look
get
like
that. in high school.
Megatron, bro. Deion Jordan's a specimen.
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 You look at Deion, bro. He's 6'7", long lane arms, all the limbs, bro. Like
Yeah, he's
Really?
All the
no.
limbs crazy.
Deion
I
was
feel
good.
bad that
That
I
sounds crazy, but no, Deion was bro. He did really well for us. He stepped in like halfway through the year and
Yeah.
was our 3-tech. Me and him were on the same page. We used to cook together. There's some old film of us, me and Deion Jordan, because he was skinny as hell. He was like maybe 250.
he left high school
He
like
was playing
235
3-tech,
or something
bro.
like that, and then next thing you know,
Yes.
like he kept like slowly getting bigger, whatever, found his way.
Yeah.
He was probably a better interior rusher than
Yeah.
than at the outside.
Yeah, that was his niche for a little while.
Yeah, he was going to work.
He did well in the league. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
He had some ups and downs.
yeah, he had some
but
ups and downs like
he's
everybody
talented,
does.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some
I wish.
shit.
Yeah, I wish the world could have seen. It's like I wish the world could have saw him capturing his potential.
Yeah,
He just
100%.
Yeah, young, he get a lot of money, family, whatever that is. So
Yeah.
some guys get weighed down by the foundation that should be pulling them up. Which
100%.
that's a major piece of success too, though.
No,
Like if you got a
100%.
strong foundation, you got parents that if you give them 10 grand, they actually pay it back or they don't want it. Like
Yeah.
like
It's real.
That is real.
you've seen guys give $1 million, give $1 million to the family, and in a year or two they're like, oh, we need more.
That shit's gone.
Man,
Yeah,
you're like, bro, like
it's-
you're causing stress.
Legit.
It's real, bro. We
Like,
talk about it all the time, bro.
Bro,
Like, that shit
mom
is so
want a
important.
car, but now dad want a car, and sister want a car. And
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
like, bro,
And
you're on your first contract, and you might not even be a high drafter. Like you're a 5th or 6th round draft pick.
Yeah.
You're trying to make the squad.
Trying to get on the team, and you got your own bills to pay.
Man.
You're like 22 years old trying to figure it out. You know what I
and
mean?
everybody
That's
looking at
tough.
you like this.
Like, hey, I need that.
they should
Need
want
something.
you to. That should be your last job ever. That's how they should look at it. Like
Right.
the money needs to be sustainable for you
Yeah.
for the rest of your life, or you get
My last job ever, not
Yeah,
our
yeah.
last job.
Yeah.
ever.
Yes. Let me
This is in the
retire you. If
community.
Yeah,
I
I will
want to.
retire you when the time is right,
Yeah.
but you can't do it off today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get drafted, I got to work it on me. Second contract, maybe on us. Third contract for sure on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure. And that's the thing. The kids will normally do that. If you just let them like kind of figure it out on their own, like they're gonna want to do it. Who doesn't want to help their parents?
Right.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people, I feel like they have no patience. That, like you said, today, that's probably the biggest part is the patience. I feel
Yeah.
like, and it's like, if you raise them correctly, you know what they're about to do.
Yes and no, but
Yeah.
And they don't. They're not. And even if they don't,
yeah, but
they
yes,
shouldn't mean
yes
anything
and no.
different.
I'll say
Yeah,
you're gonna have
facts.
entitled people be entitled people, but also as your parent, you want your kids to do well. The moment you see
Yeah.
success, it's got to be, dang, that's their success. But also,
Yeah.
if y'all get really out the mud, any form of success, you be like, man, we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes.
You see it all the time, bro. It's
Yeah.
horror stories.
Horror stories.
Over and
Richard-
over again, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's like one of the known ones,
there's a
but
lot.
Yeah.
No, Tyrese
crazy.
Smith.
Oh, I didn't even.
Tyrese Smith. Y'all don't remember that? There was like a whole article that came out. I think he gave his, like not speaking on his name, but
Yeah.
I think there's an actual article. Like I think you could just look it up.
Really?
He gave his fam like an exorbitant amount of money, and like they still ended up crashing out like a year or two later.
No
Damn.
shit.
Hey.
Sad, bro.
Then you're like, bro, like you can't cause stress right now. Like
No.
Let
It's the
him-
last thing we want is
Right.
added shit.
I want to take care of you, but also like I'm not your anchor. Like I need you to
Yeah.
be my anchor actually.
For sure.
like
Real
22
shit.
years old.
Be my parent.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
because it's weird. I feel like when you hit 18 or you go to college, especially guys, like
Yeah.
guys fly the coop and they don't really come back. You know what I mean?
Gone.
It's like having a sister. You know that she's gonna be around.
She's
the family.
living in the house
Yeah.
or somewhere
Right.
close for quite a long time.
Yeah,
gonna
if
be
not
good.
forever.
Yeah.
She's gonna be
Right.
good.
But the guys they fly off, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah,
But yeah.
100%. We want to hit you with one more segment before we get you out of here.
At this point, I've been here all day waiting on you guys.
Hey,
so-
fuck it, we're here. Now we're talking real shit. Now the shit's about to get real. But we always do the Mount Rush. It's a big segment. We like to talk about, who are the greats? Who are the ones, in your opinion, not what everybody else thinks, the typical shit like that. So today, we're going to do the Mount Rush of New Orleans Saints in general.
Oh.
Not position, not D-line, just in general. Who are your Mount Rushmore of Saints? And this is something you can include yourself in because I would 100% put you
I
on
like
it.
to exclude myself knowing I'm going to be up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Humble man.
Humble man.
Simply because
That's why we love
even
Cam.
Humble Big Dirt.
when I talk about the
Big
Mount
Dirt.
Rushmore pass rushers, I don't ever throw myself in there because I'm like, I'm still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the GOAT talk. Like,
Yeah, facts.
I consider Michael Jordan the GOAT because why? Like,
He's done.
yeah, he's done. LeBron is still cooking. So until he's done cooking, we don't talk about who's the head chef.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We'll let that slide.
And then I'll say, we'll table the conversation.
MJ
some
number
years.
one.
Yeah.
Kobe too.
So either way,
LeBron.
Kobe too is crazy. I'm a Laker
Hey.
hater. Kobe will never be two.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
see,
just my opinion.
I'm a Laker hater though.
Yeah,
so
I put
like,
Kobe three.
I'm telling you, I'm
I
biased.
prefer Kobe.
Yeah,
I'm biased. I'd say it.
Yeah, that's fair though.
I admit that.
I mean,
He's biased too. So it's
yeah,
okay.
I'm LeBron.
He's LeBron,
Shaquille's
yeah.
in my top three. So like,
He's- I
I'm a
mean-
Laker hater. So once Shaquille went to the Suns, became my guy.
Again.
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
He was a little
Yep.
bigger and a little older at that time.
lot older.
But
He
he's
was-
still, I think he made an all-star that
Yeah.
year. It doesn't get talked about enough.
Anyway,
But
so
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore for the for
Yeah,
Saints.
Saints.
We all have ADD over here.
Yeah, we're all over the
Segues.
place.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, of course, is the first one.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got you're gonna go pass rusher second. Taking myself out of it is Ricky Jackson.
Okay, throwback.
Yep, Hall of Fame. Probably the greatest defender in Saints history until somebody came through. And then
love it.
you go either Mark Ingram because AK is still playing because that's the Saints all-time lead rusher until AK.
AK, yeah.
He broke all the records until AK came through, but he's still playing. So the fourth face, that'll be a throw up. I'm never going to put an offensive lineman up there. They like to, and I just
Jahari Evans.
Jari, Willie Rove, but Willie Rove went to another team after that. I'm here for loyalty.
First, you are.
I'm here for loyalty.
Yeah.
So I
Bryant.
probably go,
He's Kobe of the NFL, right?
man. Marcus Colston.
I was gonna say
Marcus Colston had like 7
1,000
1,000-yard seasons and no Pro Bowls.
Yeah.
It's the most. It's like the
insane.
biggest stain on the NFL. Like,
He
bro,
was underrated, bro, and he's a big body. He was 50-50,
Bro, he-
dunking
man.
on people.
just and they call him the Quiet Storm, bro. Like
Yeah.
6'2", 6'3",
Yep.
bro. Had literally like 7 1,000, like consecutive. Not like like spotty. No, he played 9 years.
No.
I saw this mug break his collarbone, and they're like, he's out for like 6 weeks. I think he missed one game.
Kind of like Mike Evans, though.
But Mike Evans is going to like he's.
Yeah.
When we talk about go talk, there's nobody that's ever put 11 1,000-yard seasons.
He
together.
is. He's. I think the GOAT for Tampa Bay. Like in
I
their
didn't say
history.
Tampa Bay. Like he's going to be it.
He's in that
bro.
conversation.
You
Oh,
you
yeah,
go
in
you go
general, yeah.
11 1,000-yard seasons.
Wild.
The level of consistency. When I think GOAT talk, I think it's not the flash 5 years. Like almost it's electric when you see it. Like, oh man, he got 100 sacks in 7 years, fastest ever do it. But he phases out after like year 10,
Yeah.
year 12.
Yeah.
Like
Longevity
you need
matters.
You need
Longevity
in my mind,
matters.
you need 10 to 12 years of greatness.
I
You don't
agree.
just put together 5 men. But when he was in it, he was a XXX, the greatest for 5 years. That's what we're going to go off of.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
get
the
you get in the
T-Mac
Hall of Fame
talk.
for 7 years.
And you're over here like I can choose 2 different 5-year span or
Yeah.
phases.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
It's like the T-Mac talk everyone's
Absolutely.
been talking about lately.
It is.
I'm like, T-Mac was unbelievable at his peak, but his peak was like you said,
2 years,
5,
3
6
years?
It
years
was.
maybe.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
When he was at
People
the
are trying
Raptors,
to,
you were like,
say
you were like,
him and
he's
Kobe.
like that. But then, or maybe it was the Rockets. Like
Rockets,
one of
yeah.
those periods,
Rockets,
Magic.
right?
Yeah, Magic when he was young, but like people try to like discredit and say, well, yeah, if T-Mac was with the Lakers, he would have did just what Kobe did. I'm like, Kobe won 2 without Shaq, so don't do that. And
Oh,
T-Mac,
he also had Paul Gasol.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah,
He
I
had-
have this
and-
argument all the
and-
time. I wasn't going to go
like,
there.
and
with it.
Just compare Paul Gasol and
wait,
Shaq?
For the years
Don't
that he
do
was
that.
with, for the
Don't do
years that
that.
he was with Kobe, he was considered one of the top centers.
No, I like that's the thing for me. Don't try to compare and like just create. No. I'm agreeing with you on this.
No, I was just laughing
People
at
like
my mark.
No, facts. It's insane. But just the fact that like people will try to discredit. Well, he just played for 15 years. That's why he's got great stats. Do you know how hard it is to play
sustain.
for 15 fucking years,
Bro.
and do it at a high level? guys can do it for a little short period of time. They're like, well, at his best, he was better than anybody. We're like, well, his best was not very fucking long, and he fizzled out. So if you're done at 30 years old, it's like, how great are you? You know what I'm saying? How great are you?
NFL-wise, you get drafted anywhere from 22 to 23 years old. You're done by 30, 31.
Yes, bro.
I don't want to hear Hall of Fame after that.
When
You know
get-
what I
I was
mean?
like,
To
Like,
your point, you're in for 15 years. You're in for however long you are. They're constantly drafting dudes at your position too. So
Trying to get
you're
you out.
also
Trying to get you out as
exactly.
fast as
They
they
want
can.
that cheaper check, obviously.
Absolutely.
But
100%.
it's crazy because you're also battling that, and that's what people don't understand. Like the league is always trying to kick. I don't want to say they're trying to kick people out, but they are. Like
They
if you're
are.
getting, if you're
They
costing
want
too much
cheaper
money,
and younger.
yes.
I've been drafted. I was like, since I got drafted, I was asking for D tackles, right? I had Sheldon Rankins, David Onyemata, Akeem Hicks, John Jenkins. After David Onyemata and Sheldon Rankins, they didn't draft anything over the 4th or 5th round as a D tackle for 7 years. I was asking, hey, you know what we need? D tackle. You know what I need? A D tackle. We're gonna find one, and it was all serviceable guys, good dudes.
Yeah.
But they never drafted a first, second round compadre for
Like
the
a
kid. You know what I'm
dude.
saying? Right.
Like Aaron Rodgers.
Right, until Brian Brzee. Like it was like a 7-year dry spell. I was like, yo, like, and he comes in and like you see they're like, bro, like, why? But since then, in those 7 years, we drafted like 9 DNs.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
You're
we
like,
get you trying to replace me.
the
That's
fuck you
fine.
trying to do, bro?
But also give me some help. Like,
Yes.
I'm
Like,
taking
I
these
ain't-
chips, I'm taking this. Like also, okay, we got Trey Henderson, great. We got Al-Kadim, great. We got, whoever else, great. We got
Chase
we
Young,
got Marcus
freaking-
Davenport, great.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Peyton Turner. Damn it. Are you not listening?
Hey, it also matters if they're drafting secondary guys for you guys too. If they
Right.
can cover and let you guys get back there or
Yeah.
give it a little more time.
little
I mean, shit
time.
like that
We had
matters.
CB1, Marshawn Latt for sure.
For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a dog, too.
He is.
He was a dog.
Yeah. What is he at Washington?
Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
Yeah, he was a dog, man. Them battles he used to have with Mike Evans and
Right.
oh my
It wasn't really
God.
battles.
That was
It was
legendary.
very slanted.
Yeah.
You say, like, I think Mike Evans got him this year
Yeah.
Yeah.
for like the first time ever.
Yeah.
Because like normally,
Marshawn
if
was
you,
on.
I'll say you check out the first 6 years that they were going again, it was clearly
You think
slanted.
it's actual
Damn.
competition or you think they don't fuck with each other?
No, they don't. They don't.
They
Because
definitely
of
don't fuck
because of
with
the
each
competition, they don't. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that,
That's
though.
really like it's okay to hate somebody.
I like that.
I'm okay with that. Like
100%.
Like it's crazy because you know how friendly Vaughn is, right? And
Yeah.
Vaughn would be talking about like to offensive line, be like, man, how's your kids? How's this?
Yeah.
Because like I could never. How your
Yeah.
kid? Well, I do not
starting to
care.
get that
I don't
vibe.
care about you as a person. Like you know what I'm saying? Like as a position, I don't care about you. Like I don't want to know about you.
Yeah.
In fact, don't tell me about you. So I don't feel bad for what I'm about to do to you.
100%.
That's real shit, though.
Don't
That's
even give me a
real.
sliver of hope of liking you.
Yeah, like I've told offensive linemen like 2 years ago something like that. I was like, bro, I think he's just talking. I'm talking hella shit. I'm talking big cheese. And my man is like, hey man, you're a hell of a player. Like just killing me with kindness. Somewhere in the third quarter, I was like, all right, bro, I like you. I was like, I hate this for me.
You had to give in.
And like
Sucks.
felt my pass rush change. I was like, instead of speed to powers, I was like throwing finesse moves, swipes and shit. I was like, this is not.
Saying, hey, I'm trying to kill this dude.
Yeah.
I feel that though. I've had dudes come up like first quarter, like actually the matchup I have, like, hey bro, can I get a jersey after the game? I'm like, come on, bro.
Like
I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah, I'm trying to kill you.
You know what I
bro.
mean? We
Like,
could talk about that shit after the game, but
Like,
don't.
my favorite
beyond
part
that.
of this is like
It's real.
in my mind I've upset your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
in my mind your girl turn on TV to watch her man
Get
get
murdered.
whooped like this, and was like she got to give you a pep talk after. Like
No,
we'll get him
fact.
next time, babe.
Yeah.
Or
Rub his
ooh,
shoulders
like,
a
hey,
little
like,
bit.
rub
Try to
his
like
shoulders
get
like,
in his
hey, it's
ear a
gonna be
little
okay.
bit.
Like
Sorry,
It was
you
just
got
an
your
off
ass
night,
whooped.
babe.
right. It's
Yeah.
a tough night. You have a 4-sack night on a quarterback, and like his girl is making his favorite meal right now.
Oh my god.
Like, no, babe, we're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
There's no better
Start
feeling.
packing
you know,
the
on
boxes
that
up.
bus, just like fuck, fuck. It was a long night.
Yeah, exactly.
Long
Like
night.
that's what you make your hay off of. Like I want to make moms mad and girlfriends cry. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's my goal. I'm trying to punish this running back. I'm trying to mad. Oh, that's crazy.
I was about to
that's
say,
crazy.
so I can just feel the build up.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
about to get
Man,
crazy.
but I am. I'm
about
trying.
to-
I'm trying to demolish your opposition at every level,
For sure.
especially if it's quarterback. Because like
love
they live a
that.
great life.
They do.
Quarterbacks, face of the franchise, their arms sore. They're the closest thing to basketball players we have.
Yes.
I'm not going to say soft, but like, even their tough guy rant, like nobody believes in a tough guy quarterback unless,
Come on
who
Who is the toughest quarterback? Just
Lamar.
strictly toughest. Lamar.
I done fell off
Respect.
Lamar so many times. Like it's crazy.
He's
It's
silly.
insane,
He's
I love
silly.
Lamar.
bro.
Lamar's insane.
Because like
Yeah.
You say Pat Mahomes, but everybody sort of gets it now, right? It's like
Yeah.
this eerie, athletic, but he shouldn't. By the way, he's built.
He's sneaky.
Yeah, he's
He's
sneaky
sneaky
athletic, bro.
athletic.
He like if you look at him, you're like, I'm tagging him.
Yeah.
But he'll like slide off, or he'll run, and he's low key fast.
He's
You're
weirdly
like, bro, how?
fast.
Yeah. You know what? Because he's probably running for his life in
He
his
is.
brain.
But
No,
that's
he's
the thing.
not though. But you see, like you see his
he's
demeanor.
running, bro.
He's calm.
He's running, but he literally like he's like playing backyard ball. He's like,
He's-
and see him down,
Yeah.
Heaving it.
bro,
Heaving it.
heaving his
Heaving
thing.
it. But he does that in the playoffs. His rushing stats go up like crazy in the playoffs.
They
He
do.
just takes the fuck
turns
off.
that, he turns that shit on.
Because
Yeah.
it's, I mean, you got so many things you got to deal with already with him, and then he starts running. You're like, fuck,
He's just trying to keep them
He's
this
sticks.
still-
motherfucker's gone. He's taking off too.
Yeah.
Like he really is.
He is.
But
No.
shit, Cam, this
we
is
can talk for hours.
legendary,
It's
bro.
literally-
We could do
it's
this
literally
all.
what
I mean, this is what we did last night. But yeah, bro, we appreciate you taking the time. Like we said, bro, I got so much respect for you. You're fucking literally a walking legend, and can't wait to see what you do this year, bro. I already know you're coming to break face mask and do what you do.
You know, facts.
At the highest level. So
Hey, I appreciate
Big
you having
fan
me
of you
on,
on
bro.
the Rush, brother.
I still remember our first conversation I think we ever had was your rookie year at the I almost said SB, but
NFL
yeah,
honors.
NFL honors.
yeah.
And then shoot, I think after that was like the second year. You were talking about like, bro, like I want to get 10 sacks. Like I'm coming close to all these sacks, but I'm not getting there.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember that conversation. I was like, yo, you're going to like you're going to get there.
Yeah.
The stay hungry but never thirsty.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the key. That's the quote of the day. They make
is.
some T-shirts.
Stay
right
hungry,
there.
not thirsty.
50, yeah.
Hey,
stay
I
like
hungry,
that.
Not thirsty.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real,
Get a
bro.
patent on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
We appreciate
you,
bro.
bro.
Absolutely.
He's been A1 all weekend, by the way, too.
Oh,
Appreciate you, bro. You already know. Always. Yes, sir.